Welcome to this edition of the show Inside Naija Sport, where the real stories are told. Champions aren't made in the gyms. Champions are made from something really defining, talking about what they can do. What can you do? What can I do? It's just the talk of the town, talking about sport in total. I am Abiodun Ogunba by name, the senior professor for grassroots sports. Again on this dial, your dedicated and reliable sports network channel, Sport 247 Naija. We have a lot to give to you this time around. Every Friday, it's just about where the real stories are told indeed. Again, I am here with the veteran sports analyst, a broadcaster, rightly over talking about sport with a tongue. He can dribble right there much more than DJ Okocha. Indeed, you are really welcome to the show today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Rightly on our top stories, don't forget to also have Athlete Corner where we go straight to the flag football. But yet, our top stories for today is the CAF award, and the voting is indeed not really good. Talking about the reflect of how the voting goes on. Amokati, Samuel Amadu, Oluwashina Okeleji. What can you say about all this? It's just not really good.
Well, the CAF awards come and go, no doubt about it, but the ripple effects still there. The earthquake is still shaking the aftermath of it. And the news came in now that where Nigerian players could not actually clean out their awards as they expected, especially in terms of the female footballer of the year and stuff like that, because our own people that were meant to vote on behalf of our players voted against our players. If someone voting Unadozie, for instance, and you can't vote Unadozie as number one, that was a very bad one. Unadozie number 5 goalkeeper in Nigeria, in Africa.
That means Nigeria is the enemy of Nigeria.
Exactly. It turned out to be so that Nigeria became the enemies of Nigeria. Talking about a prophet is never recognized in his own land. But not too good at all, especially for journalists and, of course, ex-internationals who are meant to know where the shoe pinches. I think it was not good enough at all. Hopefully next time it's going to be better, and we just have to make an example of this that is not good at all. Condemn it in totality.
We nearly lost the Nigeria the national team award for the Nigerian Super Falcons with that slim victory, 106-98 Morocco. Wow. And our own Samuel Amadu rated Tanzania ahead of Nigeria.
Oh, well, Tanzania ahead of Nigeria. That's unthinkable. How could you vote Tanzania in female football? Not even Cameroon, Ghana, where the Moroccans are also coming up. Tanzania is nowhere to be found in female football in Africa. That is unheard of, that you vote Tanzania ahead of Nigeria. I don't know why he did that. Well, he whatever the reasons he had, it is unthinkable.
Esther Okoroko says what doesn't reflect reality, but the pitch never lies. Does that really?
Well, yes, Esther Okoroko definitely at the WAFCON, she was on top of her game, and she had great performances, no doubt about it. And where in those days they used to say that the African awards, even with World Player of the Year, would depend on the major competition before the awards of that same year. So that would have been a way of saying that where the one who performed so well at the Nations Cup should have actually been also in reckoning for the award. But remember, Ajibade eventually was the MVP of that competition. So probably they said, well, Ajibade was voted, will emerge better than you from the same country, and decided now to give it to somebody else from Morocco. But at the same time, Okoronko, don't take it away from her, she was also good. But I think yes shall come.
Not maybe Samuel Amadu also voted Rashida Atibaje 5th in the award.
And well, 5th in the award.
And Esther Okoronko 3rd. But here, let's just go straight to our top stories once again. We have 23 forwards, 12 midfielders, 13 defenders, and 6 goalkeepers, making up 54 preliminary squad for the Super Eagles of Nigeria road to AFCON 2025. Where do we go here?
well, I call it the list of confusion. Actually, it's Shell's list of confusion, but well, there's been that undertone that is not Shell's list. That a coach, what is salt? Of course, he has been there before, at the highest level with Mali, and even at the coach club level. He knows that he can't come up with a list of 54, where somebody even said maybe it's even 55, because even in the press release, they said 54 players, and at the same time, 55 players. So there's confusion on that list. And why will you call 54 players, if at all? For a camp that's going to hold just maybe 1 week, before the competition begins. What are you going to do about that?
We actually have our first match to be played on the 23rd of December. So it's just, let's say, 2 weeks preparation ahead of the arrival of those players.
So that means that all those players can be there. So why should you now have the bandwagon going up there? You also want to put all 54. The names there when you know they're not going to be at the competition. So that's where somebody said it's about settlements. They want to make let's just put some people's names there that ex-international, whether I invite you or not, your name. Recommendations for future reference and all that, and settlement. So I think that's the only reason why it's there. But I say, Chell, I don't believe that he's list. But he's a coach, so he has to take it the way it is. But now we have -1 already because William Ekong,
the captain,
is out of the picture. So probably also looking about some of them will not be able to come. Ola, probably will not be as available
some
as well.
Some injured are still on the list.
So that's where another problem comes in. Why not just face the fact? Janet Raw did so well with Benin Republic, sent in a real complete full list, and he said, that man is doing some great things out there in Benin Republic. But we miss him.
He has released his own pieces also, we can see right there on our website www.sport247.ng. 23rd of December, Nigeria will play the first game, 6:30 against Tanzania. And also, we'll play against Tunisia before Uganda in the same month. December is fully loaded for the Super
of course. It is fully loaded.
No friendly matches.
Well, they are meant to play Egypt on December the 14th. We
are meant to play Egypt. Not very clear enough.
I don't think it's going to hold again because initially, probably if the camp had opened Wednesday next week as planned, December 10th, probably they would have been able to get. But now FIFA have shifted the deadline time is now the 15th. So that means the players may not be around even on the 14th. So that match against Egypt, Nigeria's friendly match, might not hold because players, since they say 15th, why should we give it on the 14th?
We are the only country who released 54 preliminaries. We have a lot of countries who release 23, 28.
How it should be.
Maybe we are matching on with 54 countries in Africa continent.
And there's even the provision in the rules that only 18 players will be catered for every match. So for every match you're going to go, only 18 players. So that means even the 25 that will be registered officially will not all be accounted for. So now 25 can be accounted for. Now you are putting 54 on your list. It's unthinkable.
It's unthinkable, it says by Speak Tongue. Indeed, let's go straight to the first West Africa Para Games, Zone A and Zone B in Abeokuta 2025. A lot. Indeed, it's a remarkable journey right there in Abeokuta, and we can see the Nigerian wrestling president, Samuel Jackson, cherishes all victories in that arena right there in Abeokuta State.
Yeah, that's a major talking point from that competition. Yes, arm wrestling being part of it and a great one. Out of 10 gold medals available, arm wrestling cleaned out 7. That's for Nigeria. That's a great one. Awesome. Yeah, talking about, yes, the competition itself, various categories, sitting volley. I've never heard about sitting volleyball, but this time around we heard about sitting volleyball, and I tell you it's awesome. Even wheelchair cricket. I was so surprised that wheelchair, how would they play the game? But the man said, yes, somebody from India is a man who was there. He said, yes, let us teach you how to do it. So, I mean, in disabled sports, they have various categories. So this competition has brought it out of the 4, that there are so many of them that can be there. Even one of our para lifters said, yes, Nigeria, we're missing so much because there are so many categories for all these disabled athletes. So now the para games has been able to bring it out. And the bigger thing about it, we hosted very well. We are all saying, yes, good hosting, good organization, and again, Nigeria won it.
Great one indeed for Nigeria, and also getting to host that first Para Games for Zone A and Zone B. But before then, let me just let you know that life is not measured not by the quantity of brutality to destruction, but by the quality of service to humanity. Now we'll go on to Nigerian players abroad. We have them in box, and they are really, really doing well ahead of the AFCON 2025. But before I just start, let me start with Chiamaka Nnadozie.
Oh yeah, Chiamaka Nnadozie, yes, best save of the week, awesome save of the week. She keeps on getting better.
She's always good every
She's
time.
always been good from her young days, even getting older, like old wine, getting sweeter and better. And that save was awesome. She deserved that award. And since she has joined Brighton Ladies, they've been waxing on strong and soaring so high. And she's also going on. And thank God she's still emerged as the best goalkeeper in Africa female football, despite those who voted against her.
Yes, that is it for Nnadozie Chiamaka. That the stop against Liverpool recorded the best saves of the league, Women's Super League there. And again about Samuel Chukwueze. he has not been getting his time on the pitch, and has been given a chance by the coach of the side, Silva, and then he scored a brace against Manchester City, although they lost the game.
Yeah, although they lost the game here, but the run of the game is very important things about it. They were down 5-1 at the point, and they came rolling back, although they still lost 5-4. Bigger point was that Chukwueze was on the bench, and he got off the bench, and he came and he scored 2 breathtaking goals. Yes, Alex Iwobi's goal was also fantastic. In fact, the three goals for the Nigerian players were so awesome. The one for Chukwueze, both goals, very awesome. That is left leg. It was so awesome. But for me, the real issue is that what? You're doing so well at your club. When you come to the national team, what happens to you? Chukwueze especially, in the national team, has not been doing so well of recent. It will be. At the moment you do well, all of a sudden you will fade. As the Nations Cup is approaching, over to you. You're doing well at your clubs. Do better when you come to the national team. Please.
It's not just consistency for the two players you mentioned. But yet, true. We are still in Nigeria's abroad, and we're still in Fulham, right there in London. Kevin Bassey says Osimhen can be rated just like Erling Haaland, the Norwegian forward. And a bit of that, another player from Cameroon, Abubakar, says Osimhen is not to be given the 100% fame he's gotten in Galatasaray. It should be Mauro Icardi and Tammy Abraham comparing to Osimhen. This field comes when a praise is being given by our own defender, that is Bassey, Kevin Bassey, taking praise that no one come close. If you are giving the same pick to Erling Haaland, you need to give to Victor Osimhen also. And
I agree with him in total, and I disagree with Vincent Abubakar, who is in whatever. How can you say Osimhen is not as good as Tammy Abraham?
He scored goals.
Tammy Abraham, he has been running helter-skelter from a pillar to post, looking for how he can get his breakthrough from Chelsea. He didn't have his mark. He went to Roma in Italy. Yeah, yes.
When last did they get his call for England national side? When last?
That's the point. And so when he was even about to make that decision, people were saying, you better make a choice and come for Nigeria instead of England. He thought he was on top of his game, but he's not there any longer. But Osimhen is waxing stronger. Osimhen met him in Turkey, and Osimhen has taken over the shine from him. So how could someone else say that the Tammy Abraham is a better product than Osimhen? Even Morokadi, yes, all respect to Morokadi, great player, no doubt about it. But since Osimhen got to Galatasaray, he has become the marquee player in Galatasaray that rated ahead of any of them. And the goals are ready. Yes, last week, of course, Osimhen, but he was half fit. So he didn't have a good game, and he could not score. But they played the 1-1 draw. Of course, it was a good one for Fenerbahce versus Galatasaray. But the fact still remains that Osimhen, as of now, on the same level with Erling Haaland. And so what Bassey said, I agree with him. If Osimhen had been probably a European, he would be rating along even Ballon d'Or, not number 8, but maybe number 1 or 2.
Great one indeed for Victor Osimhen. We just believe he was going to reflect that also for matches in the AFCON as it was. But yet, Mission X has been possible for the Super Falcons. Yeah. But yet, someone is still clamoring for why would I not be in that list talking about Uchenna Kanu? She's really good, doing well, but yet she was dropped from that WAFCON. Ahead now, another chance is coming through. Should be given a chance in the Super Falcons squad.
Well, yes, Uchenna Kanu should be given a chance. She's one of the great strikers. But I think the challenge that he has, that other strikers are also there, looking so good. We mentioned Esther Okonkwo earlier on, who's also doing so good. Another striker that was left out was Monday Gift Monday. We have a lot so of them. See, there's so many of them. So I think probably when you not talk about the pecking order, you now count them and come down. At the end of the day, you say, where Kanu? And she has had her days, not about it. She has had her days, but has she really be able to be effective as expected? Ijamilusi came from nowhere, and Ijamilusi has become a one to reckon with now. Yes, and she's even going waxing on stronger. So when you're talking about the pecking order, probably Kanu. So you could say, well, keep on doing better, score more goals for your club.
It's not even the way she was dropped, but the how she was dropped was just what she was not feeling well with, because it was rightly through a text message. You know, those kind of things, preparing, you've already get your ticket, booking, that you are going straight to camp, and at the end of the day, being dropped away.
Oh, well, at the end of the day, the name was not there. Well, we win some, lose some. I think it's better for her not to be there than to be a part of the 54. Cool, we know that your name is on the 54, and eventually your name is not going to be, you're not going to show up physically. But all the same, Kano, well, probably there should be a better way of getting to across to our players to inform them maybe ahead of time. You're not going to be part of this show. Please take heart.
In a proper way, not
in
by
a
just
courteous way. Yeah.
ahead. Okay, good one indeed. Football is one game without violence, but Terry Murphy is facing a lot with fan critics after his gesture in the game, and the club is really doing well for him. But yet, should we just count this away? Football and violence should not be in a way in a good channel together.
No, definitely not. But unfortunately, well, it's not only in Nigeria now. You see football and violence. You know, talk about the area boys, and now you know. Some people say, it's not done like that abroad. There's not, but sometimes it happens abroad. Yeah, it happens abroad. We used to talk about the Bami Army, the England fans, and all of them. So now it has happened out there in France. So what we have to do now, throw the spotlight on it, so that somebody will not say it's only in Nigeria that there's football violence. The players came back. Of course, they did not do well in the match, and they came back against his former club, actually Lorient. So when they came back and they were attacked, and so it was even hit in the private part, talking about Terry Murphy. And eventually, but the club is standing by him and the other player, Boga. They're standing by them and they condemn the action of the fans. And Terry Murphy and the Boga decided to go to court. That's another fact about it. So that means the issue is being tackled squarely. But maybe at the end of the day, they'll say, no problem, let us make peace. The fans will come out and apologize. And at the end of the day, but let us hope it doesn't happen again next time.
Good one indeed there. But away from Nigerian players abroad, now let's come down to Nigeria. The Nigeria Professional Football League is really getting much more hotter and hotter. Ikorodu City back at the summit of the league table. Yet they have the same point with Nasarawa United, but goal difference. The goal is getting much more for the Oga boys right there. They are back on track, but looking at the table, and also the way things is going. River United has been on the second position every here and then. They have 2-3 matches outstanding, yet they're still on the third position.
And that means that Rivers United should be seen as a real threat. Yes, a silent threat for all those who are leading up there. Although Naija Tornadoes also trying to look so good, I'm surprised. And I think they're in fourth position or so.
Fourth position alongside Abia Warriors.
That's a surprise for me that Naija Tornadoes, maybe the middle belt teams want to come and make a surprise this time around. But big up to Nasarawa United, noted about it, the team from Lafia, the solid miners. They're looking so good to go. Can they win this league this season? Ikorodu City as well, a private-owned club that the lower seen on so strong. From out of nowhere, you could say maybe looking so good to go. But Rivers United say, well, we have been there, we have the experience, we have the pedigree, and we have the money. Rivers United.
What really happened for them in the CAF Champions League would reflect. They need to reflect well back in the league just to secure that if they eventually won 2-3 games, they will be on top.
They'll be on top. You know, and I think that's one thing about not playing the game at the same time, because they now have time to reflect on what has happened to other teams, now gauge the situation and come back, put in more effort, because they now know what to do to be able to catch up with the others. But well, they are playing Continental, we can't demean them for that. So are they doing well on the Continental is another question. So now they realize that, we're not doing so well Continental, let's come back home and pick it up and become champions.
Away from the top 6, where we have Shooting Star on that position, talking about the 6th position, but looking at the bottom 4 now, we have Kano Pillars, 9 points from several games, though they've not been doing well after that 3 points deducted and 3 goals from the side. But we have Plateau United and Barao FC lying on the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th position right there alongside Bender Insurance, although they have been doing well lately, but not too good for them there.
Oh, not too good for them. Boye, they brought him in to come and make a difference. But Boye, unfortunately, I don't know, his magic with Plateau United and Sunshine Stars this time around. But there's something ironic now. 2 teams from Kano, Barao and Kano Pillars. But the bigger one, the biggest surprise, the earthquake is Kano Pillars. Remember at the point, there was a time they won the league at the stretch 3 times.
Always been one of the.
So what happened to Seme Sugida? What happened to Seme Sugida? Is it because Genaro left them or what? Something is wrong out there in the city of Pyramids. And Kano Pillars, will they go down? Apparently, they're going down.
Well, some big things are really working for the chairman, being a player, also a general manager.
Probably maybe that's another thing that is going wrong with them, or maybe there's bitterness going on. Why should he come from there to become the chairman of the club? It could be. I don't know.
Away from the MPFL now, let's go straight to the NWLFL, the female side, the women's side. Indeed, on match day 1, we recorded 23 goals, 9 matches in total, but yet it has been split to 2 in the second week. Talking about match day 2, 11 goals was recorded, and the maximum win was from Lagos Landladies. FC Robo 4-0 against Conference Queens of Kogi. Much indeed. It was a really reflecting, and they are sitting on the top of Group B in their own conference zone.
Yeah, awesome for FC Robo. Yeah, they're showing that where it matters. They produce some great players for the female national team. So they're saying, yes, apart from producing players, you can also produce great results. And then there's another player coming up, Kemi Adegbuyi. Adegbuyi is also coming up, scored 2 of those goals, and great performance, and she's still in secondary school. They're showing hope for Nigerian football, female football, that there's still hope for the future to come. FC Robo producing the players, producing the results, and a good one, can they win the league? That's where the question is going to come again. And again, from the middle belt, the teams are coming up as well. They say, yes, we can also surprise you. Nasarawa Amazons in Group B, and in Group A, Adamawa Queens. Also Queens, looking so good. So the teams out there from the other.
Still unbeaten though. They are the one topping the Group A,
the Group A.
Where we have a lot still. It's still match day 2, but yet Kemi Adegbuyi is calling in that win for FC Robo. River Angel 1-0 against Naija Reitels, and also Danas Ladies drill a parent draw against Nasarawa Amazon. Yekiti Queens against Adamawa Queens is ended 1-1, and Raymond Star Ladies against Abia Angels is 1-0, and the score line right there. It's indeed a great time, a great moment just there, talking about top stories right here. You can also check on our website www.sport247.ng to get much of these top stories indeed about everything we've been able to talk about. Right there, I would just say we're going to share out for much of the segment we have on board for you. Athlete Corner is there. You meet a flag football captain. She's really amazing when given the mantle to lead any team. She's really indeed amazing. You're going to meet her at Nuoluwapo Bello. That is the name. And also on the outset today, it will be Samuel Jackson, the president Arm Wrestling Association of Nigeria. I am Abiodun Ogunbayo by name. Speak on.
Yes, of course. Sam Ofemi Fashi today. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Sports 247 Network, your one-stop destination for all things sports and multimedia. We offer a world of production services that bring sports and events to life. From audio and video commercial production to audio and visual event streaming. Need a studio for your project? Studio section rental? It's right here. We create documentaries, TV magazine productions, full multimedia experiences, and cover sports and events like no one else. Post-production, media solutions, and more. Visit our office and studio at 8 Akinwale Street off Nationwide Petrol Station, Yaya Baton Ogba, Lagos, Nigeria. Contact us today at 0809-653-0601 or 0706-049-3819. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports247 Naija. Check out our website at www.sports247.ng for the latest updates and content. Sports247 Naija, Nigeria's first dedicated grassroots sports platform.
Welcome to Grassroots Spotlight. The Director General, Lagos State Sports Commission, Leko Fatodu, has applauded the organizers of the Lagos Women Run for sustaining the goal-oriented event for a decade. The 10th edition of the yearly event was recently held with over 5,000 women from all walks of life participating in the 10 kilometers race, which started from the Tafawa Balewa Square and ended at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon. Fatodu acknowledges the impact of the fitness and wellness event, describing it as essential for the state to have a healthy and active citizen. Praising the organizers for a decade of consistency, the LSSC boss reaffirms the commitment of the Lagos State government to supporting initiatives that empower and ensure women thrive.
To see a lot of older people coming out to be part of this, you can walk, you can run, you can jump, and you can do everything according to your pace. But what is most important is consistently Lagos State is promoting health and wellness, because we know that all of these activities have significant impact in our socio-economic efforts and outcomes.
Coordinator Lagos Women Run, Tayo Okpukwola, says the event had provided long life-changing opportunities for women, providing platform for participants to prioritize their well-being, network, and attain socio-economic development. Okpukwola lauded the commitment of the Lagos State government and thanked corporate sponsors for their continued support towards the success achieved over the years.
You see women coming together, you see a lot of women being there, you see a lot of women opening up, and you see women celebrating themselves. And Lagos Women Run has given that platform where women come from different parts of the world to celebrate themselves, to network themselves, to see how they can share one or two things together. Lagos Women Run has been able to create that platform. Then our sponsors, they've really made us proud.
Aminat Alabi made history as the first Lagos-based athlete to win the Lagos Women Run, clocking the time of 39 minutes and 25 seconds to win the race. The yearly race had long been dominated by long-distance runners from northern Nigeria, particularly those from Plateau State. But Alabi, who grew up in the military barracks in Lagos, finished top this year.
I left so many things just for me to be among the best, for me to be the champion. And I pray to God, because they always said, when you focus, you will get there. So I just make sure that I focus throughout Thursday to Friday to this time. I was sleeping, thinking, no rest. I was thinking so many things that am I going to be among the top 3, that I have to do it. I can't just believe that I'm the champion.
19-year-old Vivian Obadiah and veteran runner Elizabeth Bauer, both from Plateau State, placed second and third in the open category. The top 3 runners received cash prizes, while top finishers in the veteran category, designed for participants from ages 45 and above, also received cash prizes. Celebrating the landmark 10th anniversary, the 2025 Lagos Women Run with a theme, One Race, Thousands Opportunities, created impact beyond the race, with participants putting in place more activities and events leading to the D-Day. The second edition of the Under-16 Mainland 3-on-3 basketball tournament for secondary schools was concluded with intense finals across both basketball and esports. 16 schools participated in the expanded roster of 64 basketball players, while 8 student gamers competed in the esports. Held at the Avicenna International School, GRA Ikeja, the event was organized by the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Sports Marketing and Administration, Onokwepo Adu. The Inter-Schools tournament is part of a broader youth development strategy that integrates competitive sports, digital innovation, and community-level talent grooming, driven by a personal passion for basketball development and a desire to give secondary school students a platform to express their talent. Adu emphasizes the importance of creating more platforms for young athletes.
I have a passion for basketball. I was like, yeah, let me just do something for the secondary school students. So I was like, yeah, let's have both public and private schools here in Lagos State, both on the mainland and on the island, right? Come together and, harness the talent that we have. Give them an opportunity, because a lot of people don't even have that platform to actually give these kids, a chance to actually show themselves.
The maiden edition, held in 2024, catered to schools in Lagos Island. This year's event gave students in Lagos Mainland an opportunity to compete. Adu reveals that gaming was added to enhance the growth of esports in Nigeria, noting that the partnership with Game Evo will ensure more kids showcase their talent on the global gaming stage.
Actually it's on the rise. So, and we know that people are actually making money. So we're partnering with Game Evo, thanks to them. They actually have the setup here. And the thing is that they're actually going to give the person who wins the competition, a chance to actually play in their studio for a year, free of charge. So that's something we're trying to do, actually grow the game, esports, through this competition. So that's really the aim for that. Hopefully next year it grows bigger than that.
Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Sports, Damilare Orimoloye, expressed delight with the tournament's blend of private and public school students.
My joy again in this tournament is to see the private school athlete and the public coming together. So it speaks more to the collaboration and to bringing the children together. So now we are not saying it's just government alone. So we're having the private to have a few, just like a cross-cultural among education, which is a welcome development, which is something we love to see.
In the 3-on-3 basketball finals, Ilupeju Senior Grammar School defeated Topfield College in a dramatic fashion 12-11 to secure the boys' title. Topfield girls delivered a dominant performance in the finals, showcasing depth and discipline to humiliate Dansor High School 22-2. The boys and girls teams from Avicenna International School finished third. In the esports NBA 2K Finals, a 2-point thriller caps the competition, illustrating growing gaming aptitude among students as Avicenna International School narrowly defeated Wellsprings College 59-57. FZB Sports Club are champions of the Ikeja Divisional Football Association League after winning the Super 4 playoffs recently concluded at the Prince Alade Sports Complex in Komandi and Okpaja. The champions overcame all oppositions in the season-ending Super 4 to claim the title and punch their ticket to represent Lagos in the National League Amateur League 1. The all-conquering FZB SC defeated 2-2 Atlanta Football Academy on the opening day of the Super 4, scoring 3 goals without conceding. They also whitewashed Prolific Stars Football Club by 4 goals to nothing and edged Unification Football Club by 3 goals to 2 on the final day to confirm their superiority in the league. FZB demonstrated the attributes of a worthy league champion from the start of the regular season, playing 10 games, winning 7 games, drawing 2 and losing only 1 game to amass 23 points and score 25 goals. The team on the final day scooped all available honors, from the best goalkeeper, which was won by Raji Sadiq, to the best coach of the tournament, scooped by Olushola Ogundare. Darlington Udubueze, who scored 6 goals from 3 games in the playoffs, emerged the highest goal scorer. With this feat, the team will now play in the State Football League, while it is also preparing for the NLO1 COM 2026.
First game we played very well, the second game we played very well. I thought maybe because we are very comfortable doing the league table, that's what makes us in the third game. Maybe we are a bit down, but we know by now you should know what we are capable of. So the third game, I can say we played maybe 70 over 100, so we try our best.
It's more far better than the last year, because with the last year we came third, and this year on we won it. So it's very far more better than the last year. Since being a coach, this is my first award, which I'm very happy for it. So I pray I'm going to go higher more than this.
Present at the final of the playoff is the chairman of the Lagos State Football Association, Liamid Gafar, chairman the Ikeja Divisional Football Association, Taiwo Alagbe, and other dignitaries in the Divisional Association. Para-soccer teams in Lagos treat spectators at the Babatunde Fashola train station ground in Agege during the one-day tournament held to commemorate this year's World Polio Day. Despite physical challenges, the athletes showcased remarkable skills and determination, captivating audience with their performances. Organized by the Polio Rescue Association, the match featured impressive displays of football artistry from the players as Team A claimed victory over Team B in a thrilling 5-goal encounter. Watched by a celebratory crowd, the event serves as a platform for advocacy, raising awareness about polio and promoting rehabilitation efforts for people living with disabilities. Convener of the event, Olugbenga Kuye, called on government to provide financial assistance to people living with disabilities. The former chairman Lagos State Para-Soccer Association expressed delight at the team's performances and reviews plans to host regular tournaments across the 5 divisions of Lagos State to further engage the community. He commended the Lagos State Sports Trust Fund for its continued support, urging the media to amplify awareness and encourage contributions from government bodies and well-meaning individuals.
The Lagos State Sports Trust Fund, who made this possible, they did it for us last year, and now they made it possible for us this year. We are grateful for that, but we want it on a larger basis. We want to organize tournaments at the divisional levels. We want to get more people involved, create an explosive joy like you see here.
The Polio Rescue Association's annual Para-Soccer March in celebration of the World Polio Day began in 2017 and continues to be a beacon of hope and advocacy for polio survivors.
Good afternoon. I'm Bilan Oluwapo. I'm captain and quarterback for the Nigeria female flag football team, and I'm also the female quarterback and a slot receiver for the Warriors. And I'm right here to answer 12 amazing questions about myself. So the first question says, before flag football, which sports were you involved in, and how did the experience shape the athlete you are today? I started playing basketball at an early stage in life. I started playing basketball in secondary school, and it helped me. Like basketball shaped me. Like basketball made me an athlete. Basketball made me the person I didn't think I would be. Basketball made me confident, and I think that has helped me today to carry myself well in every areas of life. So, question two: what made you switch from your first sport to flag football, and what attracted you to the fast-growing sport? Um, I've always liked American football growing up. I don't know. I say that it's a male-dominated sport, but when I watch it, I enjoy it, and getting introduced to a safer version of it. What else? I fell in love with it straight up, and I started playing for fun at first, then it became a real thing for me, and I'm glad I did. So, question three says, do you have any regret choosing flag football over your original sport, or does it feel like a perfect path for you? That, honestly, I have no regrets at all because flag football has helped me grow. Flag football has put me in places that I've never thought about, and sometimes I miss basketball, yes, obviously, but I don't think I'll choose flag football. I'll choose basketball over flag football. It's not possible. So, question four: do you see yourself returning to your first sport in future, or flag football is now your permanent home? Flag football is now my future. So, yeah, flag football is my future now. That is who I'm. That is who I am now. Like when I introduce myself, I'll tell you I'm a flag football player, not even a basketball player anymore. So, the next question says, as captain of the national team, let me hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay. As the captain of the national team, what does leadership means to you, and how did it guide your team? How did you guide your teammates in high pressure moments? Oh, that's a tough question because being in camp, I never saw myself as captain of the team, and I was just called on and appointed the captain. I'm like, okay, no problem. I didn't even tell anyone I was captain of the team. Then we traveled down to Egypt, and so it was all just we don't know who the captain is, and everybody were having fun. But when they found out I was the captain of the team, they loved it. They were happy for me, and I think that helped us grow because they supported me. My teammates supported me even when I instead of me helping them keep calm, they help me keep calm. They are like my backbone. Those girls are amazing. And yes, how do you guide? Like I said before, I don't guide them. They guide me to stay calm during high pressure moments. And the next question is, leading Nigeria to leading Nigeria to gold at the first I5 championship was iconic. What was the winning moment like for you personally? Hmm. For a young athlete that has always dreamed to represent Nigeria on the big stage, it felt amazing. Not just representing Nigeria, being the first person to do it in flag football, I felt proud of myself. I felt accomplished. I felt like yes, I've won. Yes. And it was just amazing. It was an amazing moment, honestly. I don't think I'll ever forget that moment in life. The next question, that's question seven. Qualifying Nigeria for the 2026 World Championship is huge. What does this achievement mean for you and for the sport in Nigeria? Uh, for the sport in Nigeria, I would say we've put the sport out there. The recognition is now there for flag football. At least now, when we talk about flag football, we can tell people, oh, go and check online, and it's amazing. And for me, I'm just like I said before, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of every female athlete on that team, because it like half of the girls on the team played basketball before, and seeing them seeing them on that big stage with me, and then we are at the World Cup now. It's just amazing because we share same dream and same passion, and yes, and we are doing what we've always wanted. So it's just good and amazing. So next question is being a quarterback requires intelligence, precision, and calm. How do you prepare mentally and physically to lead an offense? This is a deep question because I never saw myself playing as a quarterback because I'm not the calm one. I'm not calm, but I have to be calm because of the position I play now. So I just talk to myself. I believe there's nobody stopping me except from me, and that has helped me mentally and physically. All thanks to my Coach BB. That man has been so amazing. He put like I'm not lazy. I'm not a lazy athlete, but I'm not the most hardworking athlete. But it pushed me. Like it makes me do things I don't even believe I can do. Before playing as a quarterback, I don't even see myself doing push-ups. That's how, and I'm an athlete, but I don't see push-up as something I can do. But it pushed me. Now I can do push-up, and that is part of the things I need to work on. Like that's part of the things I need to build myself as a quarterback. And going to the gym, I don't like gym because I feel like gym makes people. I don't like it, but it will tell me no, you can do this and still be feminine. You don't need to look like a man. And yes, it's just BBO. It's not me. Yeah. So next question says, you also play as a slot receiver for the Warriors. How does being versatile help your overall performance and understanding of the game? When I started flag, I started playing as a slot receiver, and I think that helped me to know the game more because now I get to go and watch defense and know where I should, since I know where I should be on the field if I'm running a certain route. So I already, as the quarterback, I know where to put the ball. So playing as a slot receiver has helped me a lot, honestly. Like I'm just putting myself on the line too. If I'm on the line and that person throwing the ball, where will she end up? And that, I think that helped me to make good decision, honestly. And question 10. What is the biggest challenge you've faced trying to grow and promote flag football in Nigeria, especially as a female in a rising sport? Um, I would say getting other female athletes to know the sport. Like I always preach, and I don't know this till we went for the IFAB game and I started following flag football back to back. I'm sorry to my male outlets out there, but flag football is a female sport. Like it's a female generated sport. It's for female, it's for us. So trying to convince Nigeria girls, like girls out there, to like come play this game. This is our game. This is for us. It's tough. They believe, no, they're coming to hit me. No. And then when I see the opportunity we have, I'm like, you don't know what you are missing out. Just come. But thankfully, it's growing. Like I can see in the next 2-3 years, we might have an all-female league. Hopefully, I can't wait for that. Honestly, so yeah, that's the only challenge, and yeah, that's just it. We have a good facility. We have amazing people that support us. We are like the fastest growing sport in Nigeria, and that's really amazing. So, my female athletes, please come. This is for us. And number, I forgot to mention, you female athletes, this sport is for you, and you can make a living off it. Honestly, I won't lie to you, make good living off it. Who knows? And then you can get. It's not like other sports that there's a lot of people. We are just few that are playing it. Easy access to get into the national team and represent the country. Like I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. You have to put in the work. But if you are good, you are good. And with time, you're already representing, putting on Nigeria jersey. Honestly, someone tell me I'll put on national team jersey last year, I would say no. But look at me now, preparing to go for the World Games. So better come. So team chemistry. What makes Team Nigeria special? What's the chemistry and culture that helped you achieve such historical success? What made us special? We're the loudest in Egypt. Yes, I think that like if you ask any other country that came for that game and tell them, Team Nigeria, they will know who Team Nigeria is. And because we are allowed, we support each other, we are like each other's backbone. Even towards our male athletes, they feel our presence. Like we are just, I feel like everybody that was on that 12-man roster to Egypt, were on the same, like there's one spirit leading us, and that really helped us. Because even when I was giving up during the final game, I'm seeing Mofe talk to me. I'm like, "You got this, Joe. No fear." Like, and that's really, really amazing. The fact that we got each other's back is a nice thing. And that was the only thing that helped us, because I was on the verge of giving up, especially towards the end of first quarter in the game. And first half of the game, I was like, oh no, I didn't come this far. I almost gave up, but that was like, nobody is better than you. I'm like, okay, let's go and take it. And then I threw those 2 amazing touchdowns and then won the game. And that's just it. The fact that we have just one spirit. No, we are not divided. Even till now, we see ourselves, we do our fairy sign and all that. So, this is the last question. What message do you want to give young girls and aspiring athletes who want to pursue their dream, and even in new or less supported sports in Nigeria? Not in Nigeria, sorry. I'll say never give up. I never give up on my dream, my dream of representing Nigeria, even though it took me years of hard work. I never give up. So don't give up, and don't let anyone talk you down. Like, it's not like you are the only one that can stop you. So no one can stop you, even if you feel like your sport is not supported. It's a new sport. It doesn't matter. You are who you are. You have your own. So don't give up and don't let anyone talk you down. That's it.
Welcome to Grassroots Spotlight.
Sports 247 Network, your one-stop destination for all things sports and multimedia. We offer a world of production services that bring sports and events to you live. From audio and video commercial production to audio and visual event streaming. Need a studio for your project? Studio section rental? It's right here. We create documentaries, TV magazine productions, full multimedia experiences, and cover sports and events like no one else. Post-production, media solutions, and more. Visit our office and studio at 8 Akinwale Street off Nationwide Petrol Station, Yaya Baton Ogba, Lagos, Nigeria. Contact us today at 0809-653-0601 or 0706-049-3819. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports247 Naija. Check out our website at www.sports247.ng for the latest updates and content. Sports247 Naija, Nigeria's first dedicated grassroots sports platform. Sports 247 Network, your one-stop destination for all things sports and multimedia. We offer a world of production services that bring sports and events to you live. From audio and video commercial production to audio and visual event streaming. Need a studio for your project? Studio section rental? It's right here. We create documentaries, TV magazine productions, full multimedia experiences, and cover sports and events like no one else. Post-production, media solutions, and more. Visit our office and studio studio at 8 Akinwale Street off Nationwide Petrol Station, Yaya Baton Ogba, Lagos, Nigeria. Contact us today at 0809 653 0601 or 0706 049 3819. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports247 Naija. Check out our website at www.sports247.ng for the latest updates and content. Sports247 Naija, Nigeria's first dedicated grassroots sports platform. Sports 247 Network, your one-stop destination for all things sports and multimedia. We offer a world of production services that bring sports and events to life. From audio and video commercial production to audio and visual event streaming. Need a studio for your project? Studio section rental? It's right here. We create documentaries, TV magazine productions, full multimedia experiences, and cover sports and events like no one else. Post-production, media solutions, and more. Visit our office and studio at 8 Akinwale Street off Nationwide Petrol Station, Yaya Baton Ogba, Lagos, Nigeria. Contact us today at 0809 653 0601 or 0706 049 3819. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports247 Naija. Check out our website at www.sports247.ng for the latest updates and content. Sports247 Naija, Nigeria's first dedicated grassroots sports platform.
And you're welcome back. It is still inside Naija Sports, and we're still reaching you live and hot and fresh from Sports 247 Naija. The studios are always vibrant, and of course, remember this is the first edition for the month of December, and we're counting down for that moment when you say, "Hey, it is time to say chop the chicken" and all that. It is a hot seat segment. I am Sam Ofemi Fashitire. You can call me the Speed Tom. And we have someone of esteem who is right here at my side to give us a lowdown. And his sport is called arm wrestling. And he is the president of Nigeria Arm Wrestling Federation. And his name is Engineer Samuel Jackson. You're welcome to the program.
It's nice to be here, sir.
Yeah, well, I love movies a lot. And when I saw this name, Samuel Jackson, the first thing that came to my mind is Samuel L. Jackson, the American. Are you brothers?
Well, actually, I get that a lot. My own is Olatunji.
Okay.
I'm a Yoruba boy, so sometimes they say I should take away the O, so it's going to be Samuel L. Jackson. But my own is Samuel O. Jackson.
But can you act movies or just?
Well, doing a sportman, you're a movie star already.
Oh, tell us a little about yourself, being a sportsman. I thought maybe you're only an administrator, but you are in sports before now?
Yes, I actually attended Siemens Grammar School.
Oh, wow.
And during those days, we had the opportunity of doing different type of sport. I picked football and I played hockey. And I was former captain for Lagos State for more than 8 years. So the team captain for overall athletes. And from there, moving to arm wrestling. We're trying to give back to what sports build people like us to where we are today. And we're trying to give back to the upcoming one to see that you can combine academics and sport together.
Oh, talking about combining academics and sports together. Before we come to the sports, engineer, that means, of course, you must have gone to the higher level of academics. Tell us how do you know, was it possible?
Actually, I live in the UK, and I'm a building civil engineer. So I'm an expatriate with one of the company in Nigeria before we have our own company into construction. We are into material manufacturing, which is ready-mix concrete. So I know probably I need to pay for that if I'm going to mention the company's name here, but it's okay. So I'm a building civil engineer, a consultant also. Okay. So we do a lot of things that has to do with construction, including our sport facilities. We build sport facilities, then we project manage any sport facility anywhere in Nigeria, from AstroTurf, from indoor sport hall, for built-in facilities. So we should be, and that's why we are administrators both on and off the field.
Oh, that's very awesome. Well, you are not on the field because of your arm wrestling. Now, tell us a little more about arm wrestling. Well, somebody hears wrestling, they say they carry somebody, put it on the mat and all that. Yeah. But in arm wrestling, how does it go about? Do you twist the arm or you squeeze it or what?
Okay, let me just bring the right hand side. So this is basically your hand is on the platform. Okay. So you know when we were growing up, you try to pull me down towards this side. Oh, so from my own side, I need to bring it down to my side. Okay. So you know when we're growing up, we do that a lot just to show your ego and how to make sure. I don't know, probably when we're growing up, we're trying to say, oh, if you're going to be the person to talk to that girl, You have to beat me on arm wrestling. So, but now it's a big sport.
Oh, yeah.
I was fortunate to be represent Nigeria also in the master category in the World Championship. Then, but arm wrestling started more than 13 years ago.
Is that so?
And fortunately, over those years, we've been able to grow the sport with the arm wrestlers, the administrators, different type. We've been able to build Africa also. I was fortunate one time, I was a world vice president for arm wrestling.
Wow.
And one-time African president for arm wrestling. But right now, what we're doing right now is just to make sure Nigeria is a hub and the growth of arm wrestling in Nigeria. You cannot talk about arm wrestling in the world right now without mentioning Nigeria. So there's no competition that we've gone to that we are outside the first, second, third.
Oh, wow.
There's no competition that we've gone to that we are outside first, second, third.
And that's great.
And
Well, even in Abeokuta, just this past week, just this outgoing week, Nigeria was also there. Out of 10 gold medals, Nigeria won 7 of them. How they are possible?
The good thing about Nigeria, a Nigerian, whether he does any sport, he has an inbuilt body weight capability that is good for any combat sport. So even that 7th gold, we didn't expect us to get 7 gold medal because the rules of engagement was changed even when we got to Abeokuta. But Nigerian mentality of never say die, we're able to pull through. We had to move somebody from 55 kg to 70 kg, and he or she, most of them won gold medal for, which means even if we come around with our 70 kg, they wouldn't have gotten any gold medal for any of those countries.
Oh, wow.
But all the same, as a good host, we are not so selfish. So we allow the other countries to go with some of the medals also.
Oh, wow. Let's look at some of the secrets outside the pitch or outside the table of the arm wrestling. How does it happen? Funding, money, even football having problems, even without the money. Arm wrestling, how do you do it?
Most of them kill me over that because we call it passion.
Oh, wow.
No matter what the government alone cannot do this alone. We need the private investors, we need the private companies. And I know the Sport Commission is working in that area of getting private individual companies to get involved so that everything the government will just provide the enabling environment for us. Then we, the federation, will now probably use that environment, conducive environment, to make sure we bring the sport to the eye. All sports all over the world has that problem of funding. Like I said, in the UK, it wasn't like that. We have the lottery fund. We have a trust fund. But in Nigeria, most of us look towards what the government is going to bring out.
That's true.
It shouldn't be like that. What will happen, like what they are trying to do, adopt a team, adopt a sport. Maybe when they have all those discussions, we can have, okay, most of the combat sports. Most time when Nigeria goes out with combat sports, we normally do very well because of our raw energy. So the football had a lot of finances from sponsors, FIFA. But we don't want to call ourselves, we call it the alternative sport because we're not lesser sport.
Oh, yeah.
We are not lesser sport, but we bring more glory to Nigeria than even this so-called football. If we can even give us just 10% of what is being given to football, to the other sports, we'll be doing what we are doing better. And we still want to say good job to the Sport Commission, headed by Malam Diko and Honorable Lakpade. They've done tremendous, resetting, focusing of the sports landscape for Nigeria and other sports. And that's where we are here today.
And let's talk about you a little now. Of course, you have been a president. You just mentioned earlier on president in Africa, of course. But how do you do it, the politicking part of it? How do you do that?
My brother is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Even in this Abeokuta, the politicking is still there. Unfortunately, next year we're having an election in Accra.
Okay.
And that is for the Africa for the next 4 years to head Africa. Okay. And the government needs to be involved in that because it is done between the Nigerian Olympic committees of countries are involved. They need to call all the ambassadors. We in Nigeria, we don't take it as if it's a do or die. But these countries, that is what they live for. Okay. They call their higher missions in those countries. They call the ambassadors because of one slot. But we feel that Nigeria, we are big brother. It's way, way, way back higher than that. Let me give you an example. Okay. Funke just got into IOC, athletes, wherever. Yeah. If the NOC president did not personally, do a lot of work on the ground behind the scene, we will not get it.
That's true.
And we need our voice. Nigerian voice needs to be heard.
That's true.
It is not when you see them, oh, it's an African president. No, there are a lot of work, a lot of resources, a lot of fund that's gone into that before the person can be a president. You know, you see countries sponsoring countries to election. Then you as a president of Nigeria, you just feel that, okay, fine, I'm in Nigeria, they will vote for me. No. There are a lot of networking, a lot of diplomatic discussion, a lot of if I give you this, what's going to come back to me. Hosting rights, positions within the federation. So it's even way worse than our own Nigerian politics. I'll be sincere with you.
Wow. But you're surviving and you're moving.
Yeah, because I'm a Nigerian.
Oh, well.
Yes. Yeah, so it's there. So we saw it, we play it. Then when you need to bow out, you bow out.
Oh, well, that's a good one. Now, talking about the competition in Abeokuta, is para games. Does it mean that there's para arm wrestling?
There's para arm wrestling.
Oh, how do you do this?
We have about 4 different types of para arm wrestling.
Oh.
We have the blind, we have the sitting, then the one we did in Abeokuta is only standing.
Oh, wow.
It's only standing. So depending on your classification, we call it, class. Depending on how your body disability is, they can now grade you to that and do that. So it's very important that we allow them to see that it's ability in disability.
Oh, wow.
So we don't want them to feel that, because I'm disabled, I'm physically challenged, I cannot. No, arm wrestling covers all that area. Those that are blind, those that probably that are sitting, that they don't even have any legs. So we have that. And they've been doing very well for us in arm wrestling. Even the last one we hosted in Abuja, July this year, the para team was fantastic because we were sure we had about, if not 14 gold medals from the para team alone. So which means we cannot play around with them. That's why the president of the PCN, Mr. Sunday Jobe, felt that, okay, we need to encourage the para arm wrestlers. And we want to say big thank you to him because he's very, very effective president. And we from the federation are saying thank you for giving the para arm wrestler opportunity to showcase what they can show the other African people.
That's a big one. And let's look to the future of arm wrestling. Of course, in football, they say grassroots, basketball. Is there anything like grassroots arm wrestling? How are you planning for the future?
The good thing about it, by end of this year, we're having our, what we call end of the year gathering to assess what we've done from the beginning of the year to December. Then plan towards next year. Next year is going to have a lot of program. Especially when you talk about grassroots, we're talking about our academics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Arm wrestling is part of FISU games. That is World University Games. But Nigeria has not been opportune to be there because the Nuga team, we've been talking to the Nuga team for the past 6 years to have arm wrestling. So hopefully the next Nuga games, we're going to have arm wrestling to be there because we need Nigeria to be represented. So we're going back to the basis of having the academics, the secondary school games. Maybe before the first quarter of next year, we're meeting with the Lagos State government through the DG of the Sport Commission to have Lagos State secondary school arm wrestling competition.
That would be good.
So all those discussions is going to come because Lagos State is having the intermediate competition come next year. And Lagos State is the home and the citadel of arm wrestling. That is where arm wrestling actually comes from. Other states now are trying to rub shoulder with them now, but they are doing very well about that. So development programs, the program for the next year is going to roll out before the end of the year. The executive is going to sit on it, and it's going to be in the space for every other people to tap in, especially Sport 247 and other journalists in the country.
That's true.
But I don't know. I know you won't ask me that, but let me just be sincere with
go ahead.
if they permit me. Where we are here today, and arm wrestling is well known in Nigeria, especially what we did in All Africa Games in Ghana.
Oh, that was awesome.
Sport 247 was like somebody from nowhere, and they made us what we are. I want to say big thank you. The athletes are all every day they say thank you for them.
Oh, that's good.
Because in the All African game is 28 gold medals, 28 medals. We were able to get 13.
Wow.
And if Sport 247 wasn't there, many people would not know the thing we did in Africa, especially in All African Games, appreciated by the Nigerian government. So I want to say thank you to the management team, the staff behind the scene, behind the camera of all Sport 247 for what they've done to America. And they shouldn't stop.
Oh, wow.
It should continue because their reference in Nigeria for arm wrestling is Sports 247.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I
You're
appreciate
welcome,
the props. And the final one now, of course, it's not rosy all the time. They say it's never a bed of roses. Are there any challenges that you're facing, trying to take this arm wrestling to the higher level, and how are you going to overcome them moving to 2026?
Well, my own ideology is very simple. If I sleep yesterday and I wake up this morning, then the world is at my feet.
Oh, wow.
There is a lot of challenges.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very easy for athletes to train, and when it's time for them to go and showcase their strength and everything in the world, and we don't have enough as a federation to sponsor them.
That's true.
So we have those problems,
okay.
But we need to, within ourselves, to like I said, the government are doing fantastically well through the Sport Commission, providing the environment for us to thrive. It is now left for we as federation now to look inward and see what we can do within our own ecosystem and see how we can take that to the level that we wanted. So I will still want to use the opportunity to plead or solicit with the corporate Nigeria. So it's not only about arm wrestling. The football is there, basketball, other sports. Look at the sport that probably that can project your company very well. We will be there. We partner. They can even partner through Sport 247, and they will get back to us, and we'll sit down and see what we can do to make sure come next year at the African Arm Wrestling Championship in Ghana, we have the secondary school games. We have a lot of program next year. The next year African Championship is a qualifier to the All African Games in Egypt in 2027.
Wow.
So we need to start planning. Countries are planning. They are spending more than 200 million now. We are not even spending 50 million. But we still, touch those countries that spend a lot of money. But we need to develop our own because they are aging. And we are bringing new people on board.
Yeah. Is there a possibility of probably Nigeria, your federation, hosting the rest of the world? England, America, all of them come to Nigeria for a competition.
It's
any plan like that?
It's a big one. I know somebody will be laughing if I say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a 5-year plan
that
I wanted to host Africa. And I hosted Africa within those 5 years, twice.
Oh.
So I now sat down and was like, okay, fine. Am I saturated as an engineer? Probably okay. Maybe the next thing to do about now, it's not about hosting Africa again. It's about hosting the world. So we need to have a plan of say, okay, in the next 5 years, we want to bring the world to Nigeria. It is possible.
Wow.
It is fantastically possible for us to host 20 African countries this year in Abuja. With all the logistics problem, accommodation problem, security were on top of it. Nigeria was a fantastic host, and everybody said a lot of good things about Nigeria. So what you say now is just for me to take back to my board and see, okay, fine, what is our projection? When it's coming to Africa, Nigeria should throw in their cap to say, okay, we want to host the world. And I will remember your word and say, okay, Sport 247 is our media partner. Officially, unofficially, I'm saying in the president. So
that's a good one.
Let's work on that.
And we're up to the task.
I will be up to the
Thank you very much. That's a very good one. Of course, it has been such a great pleasure having on the hot seat, really vibrating and giving out everything hot, fresh, and smoking. The one who reminds me about the actor, Samuel L. Jackson, but he is Samuel O. Jackson. Well, if you remove the O, it still becomes an A. Engineer Samuel Jackson, thank you for coming abroad.
It's nice to be.
That's the president of Arm Wrestling Federation of Nigeria. And I am Sam Ufemi Fashitire, the Speak Tongue. It is still inside Naija Sports. Oh, say, well, let us wrap it up the program for today. It's been awesome all the same, no doubt about it. Yes, we say thank you for Abiodun. Ogumbajo was here earlier on. And of course, here around the corner. Yes, a nice one. He introduced the program. And of course, our athlete of the week, also there, the captain of flag football, which has been so awesome today, this week.
Really, really awesome. It's also pleasant to be here. This is the first one in the month of December. And it really, really actually gets bulky because we have the president of arm wrestling here.
Yeah. You moved from basketball to flag football. Will you go to arm wrestling for the females?
No, she has a good grip. Let me see.
Oh,
she has a good grip.
Well, of course, it's been a very loaded one. We're counting down. That tells, of course, the December edition is going to be awesome.
Yeah, come on, let's try.
That's great.
Don't worry, let me just show you.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
Oh, see, she won.
Oh, congratulations. And we are all winners. And of course, continuously behind the camera to our crew. Thank you very much for being there. And for you, the viewer, we say until next week. Bye for now.